In a traditional system, products go one way, from factory to warehouse to store to consumer. And then they disappear. Out of sight, out of system, out of value. That's linear. But in a circular economy, we don't just design better products. We design better flows. That means thinking about what happens after the sale. Welcome to reverse logistics, the invisible engine of circularity. Reverse logistics is the process of moving goods from the customer back to the business. Returns, repairs, refurbishment, recycling, remanufacturing. In the past, reverse logistics was seen as a cost. Today, it's a growth opportunity. Let's break it down. 1. Returns and repairs. Returns are no longer just about defects. They're about value recovery. Companies like Patagonia and Decathlon repair and resell used gear, turning returns into revenue. Apple has built global systems to accept old devices, refurbish them, and sell them again. This doesn't just save materials, it boosts customer loyalty. 2. Refurbishment and resale. Refurbishing is big business. Backmarket, Gazelle, and even Amazon now resell used electronics with warranties. Fashion brands are launching re-commerce platforms to resell their own secondhand goods. This isn't just sustainable, it's smart. Margins on refurbished products can rival new ones. 3. Remanufacturing. This is industrial-level reverse logistics. A car engine comes back. It's cleaned, inspected, rebuilt, and resold with like-new performance. Companies like Caterpillar and Xerox have mastered this. It's cheaper, faster, and greener than building from scratch. 4. Recycling and materials recovery. Sometimes products can't be reused, but the materials can be. Reverse logistics ensures they don't go to landfill. Instead, plastics, metals, textiles, and glass are sorted, processed, and fed back into supply chains. Brands like IKEA, Levi's, and H&M run in-store collection programs. They take back used items and close the loop. But reverse logistics isn't easy. It requires infrastructure, data tracking, smart packaging, incentives for customers, partnerships for transport and processing, and it needs to be efficient. Because if it costs more to recover a product than to replace it, circularity stalls. That's why logistics innovation is key. Some companies use AI to predict returns. Others use blockchain to verify product history and enable resale. Some partner with reverse logistics platforms like Happy Returns or Reconomy. Others invest in modular packaging that doubles as return-ready shipping boxes. And what motivates customers to return used products? Discounts, loyalty points, environmental impact, convenience. The easier it is to return, the higher the participation rate. And with better returns, we get less waste, more materials in circulation, lower emissions, more sustainable profit. Here's the truth. You can't go circular without reverse logistics. If there's no path back, there's no loop. So forward-thinking companies aren't just asking, how do we get our product out there? They're asking, how do we bring it home? Because when you build that return path, you build a system that regenerates itself. This is reverse logistics. This is how the loop closes.